It's the most wonderful time of the week. It's time for another episode of Lion on Main. Man, it's a wee bit chilly outside. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon, but despite the fact that it's sunny, it is 64 degrees and windy outside. Which I know probably to most people that's like a normal, beautiful day. But to me, that's a little chilly. So I was kind of getting into the Christmas spirit. Even though Christmas is long over. I went outside and I was like, it was a little cold and I was like, ooh, Christmas is coming. Time to bust out the hot chocolate. Put up the Christmas tree. But yeah, it's Friday. And I have to record this episode early because tomorrow I'm actually traveling. I'm going to be visiting some family. So I'm going to be busy all day tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to record an episode. So I have to record early. And it will still be posted same time tomorrow. I'm just recording it a bit early. And it's kind of cool. I'm starting to feel like a real content creator. Having to pre-plan things, pre-record episodes for my audience. But yeah. And even though it is the afternoon, I am still drinking coffee. Because I always have to have my trusty cup of joe with me. Once again, I have it in my touristy mug. Yeah, but I still haven't gotten that new mug that I was looking at. The fuck off mug. I don't know why. I've been looking at it, and I want to get it, but I just don't. It's like I'm waiting for it to go on sale or something. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I just keep looking at it. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna buy it, and then I just don't, because I don't like spending money. I like to save my money. Because I don't want to go broke. So I always like want to buy things and then I just like don't. Which usually pays off because usually the things that I want end up going on sale anyways, and then it's like a total steal. And I think there's a good thing I waited. But yeah, I don't think these mugs are going on sale because I think they're limited edition. So I think they're going to get sold out at some point. So like, if I want it, I have to get it. Because they're not going on sale. But yeah, I just don't like spending money. Like, I was driving home today, and I kind of need new shoes. Because my old shoes are, they're showing their age. And also, I'm looking for a refresh. Because I have the cliche black Vans, with the white stripe and the white stitching and all that stuff. And that was cool for a while. I still love that design. It's just like a classic design, but I kind of want to switch it up. I kind of want to get something new. So I've been looking at getting like a light blue or like a royal blue color. I've also been looking at getting all white Vans. But I keep putting it off because I don't like spending money. So I keep justifying it with, my shoes still have a little bit of life in them. Even though like the inside of the shoe is just torn up. The back of the shoe, the heel, is destroyed and I'm getting holes in the bottom of my shoe, but I keep putting off buying new shoes because I keep thinking my shoes have more life in them, and I could hold on to them for a little bit longer. And really it has nothing to do with that. It's just I don't want to spend money. But yeah, because I also want to get a pair of Converse, but I keep putting that off too. But I want Converse in addition to my Vans because I'm a Vans guy. I love Vans, even though I don't skateboard. I want to learn how to skateboard though, but I just never really got the time to learn how to skateboard. Because when I was a kid, I didn't really have any interest in skateboarding. So I never got a skateboard. But yeah, now that I'm older, I want to learn how to skateboard. Because they have like electric skateboards, and if you don't have to go very far for like work or anything like that, like you totally just get an electric skateboard and just ride around, which is what I've always wanted to do. But I've also heard that trying to learn how to skateboard on an electric skateboard is extremely difficult, and you have a much easier time learning how to actually skateboard and then going to electric skateboarding. So that's what I want to do. I want to learn how to skateboard. I also want to learn how to surf. But, like surfboards are an ungodly amount of money. Like I just went to Ron John's recently. I was looking at surfboards and they're like $500 for like a plank of wood. And I know that, there's obviously a lot of work that goes into making skateboards. Or not skateboards. But yeah, skateboards. But I'm talking about surfboards. I know a lot of work goes into making surfboards. And so that's probably why they charge a lot. Because of that. Because I saw a video. I don't know why. But I just had this video recommended of this dude. It was a time lapse of him making a surfboard by hand. And I actually like sat through and watched the whole thing. That's how bored I was. I was just watching a dude make a surfboard. So after watching that, because the dude is putting on layers and layers of just whatever the fuck you put on surfboards. Because you have the piece of wood, but then you have to put a bunch of coatings and stuff on it to preserve the wood and also provide grip for when the person stands on the board. And also you have to have it easily, slide on the water. Because that's the whole point of surfing, is sliding on the water. So yeah, I mean, after watching that video, I guess I understand why they're so expensive. But also, why are they so expensive? Because, I mean, not everyone makes surfboards by hand. I mean, these things have to be made in a factory. So, I don't know, are the materials just expensive, and so that's why you charge a lot for it? I don't know. But yeah, I want to learn how to surf. But once again, I don't want to spend money. So like even if I could like rent a surfboard, I wouldn't, because it costs money. Okay, I'm not like a cheapskate, okay? Like when it counts, I'll pay the money, Like a lot of times when I hang out with my friends, just to make things easier, I'll just like pay, like when we get food or something, I'll just pay for both our bills, because it just makes things easier, instead of telling the waiter, oh yeah, can you separate all of our bills like 7 ways or something like that. But then again, within reason, okay? If we go and we eat and the bill is like $1,000, there's no way I'm paying $1,000 for all of us to eat, okay? So there's obviously a limit, but But yeah, I don't like spending money. I don't like spending money when I don't have to. So like that's why when it comes to my shoes, like my shoes aren't completely broken right now. So getting a new pair of shoes isn't really a necessity at the moment. It's just sort of like a want. So that's part of the reason why I've been putting it off, because it's not a necessity at the moment. But then again, I don't want to wait until it becomes a necessity. Because I know some people that wear their Vans until they're like absolutely destroyed. And then when it rains, there's like so many holes in their shoes that their feet just get completely soaked. And I hate wet shoes. I hate wet socks. It's uncomfortable. Because even if you're outside, it's going to take a long ass time for that to dry versus like a t-shirt or something, because your sock is in the shoe and there's no like direct sunlight in there. So it's just going to be damp like all day. That's why I try to hold off on going on water rides at like theme parks and stuff like that. I love the rides. Jurassic Park is one of my favorite rides. And then Ripsaw Falls is another good ride. Now the Popeyes barge ride, whatever that is, like the circle raft ride, you get absolutely soaked on that ride. So it's very rare that I go on that ride. Because even if you wear a poncho, you're just done. Because you're just going to get drenched. Versus Ripsaw and Jurassic Park, where, I mean, you might get, a little wet. You might just get like a mist or something. So, I mean, that's not too bad. Especially when you wear a poncho, like, you're not going to get soaked. You're going to be fine. You're going to be dry in like 2 seconds. Especially since you're in Florida. But, yeah, but I try to hold off on that. Especially, like I said, the Popeyes ride. And then even Ripsaw. Because that water just like sloshes over into your log. And then you just get absolutely drenched. But I still love the ride, though. It's still a great ride. But yeah, so I don't want to wait until getting new shoes is a necessity. Because I can't, man. I can't deal with that. So maybe I should just get my shoes like right now. But now I'm hit with another dilemma, okay? Do I buy the all-white Vans or do I buy the blue Vans? Or do I just go with the safe and get the same black and white Vans that I had in the first place? Because I don't know if other people go through this, but when it comes to buying shoes, like especially shoes, but sometimes this overflows into shirts and shorts and pants and all that stuff. I have to look at the color and I have to think, okay, how many outfits will this go with? Because I don't have like 20 pairs of shoes. Okay, I'll just buy one pair of shoes and that would be my default shoes for, I don't know, a year or two or something. Because I've had these Vans for 2 years now, almost 3. And they're black and white, so they pretty much go with everything. So that's why they're an amazing pair of shoes, because they're so versatile. But getting blue shoes, like light blue shoes, like those would be cool. And they go with some outfits, but they're not going to go with everything. Like wearing baby blue Vans with like blue jeans, that's just, what? Blue on blue. No. You can wear the blue Vans with like gray or black pants. Like, depending on whatever top you're wearing, like that will be an amazing fit. But yeah, it's not like a versatile shoe that I can wear. All white, that's pretty versatile, I think. Though there's some things that it may not go with, because you can wear black Vans with black pants. But I mean, I guess you could, but you really shouldn't wear white shoes with white pants, right? Like, it's just not gonna look right. It has to be some sort of other color. Like, you could wear, like, gray shoes with white pants. I mean, that'll be fine. But white shoes with white pants? No. And you can't wear, like, khaki shorts and white Vans. Once again, like, you totally could. Like, I'm sure under certain circumstances, that will look fine. White shoes with, like, khaki shorts. But I don't know. I think that would be a difficult outfit to pull off. But yeah, that's just the things that I think about when I buy shoes. That's why I have some pairs of shoes that I liked, that I bought, but they just don't really go with a whole lot of outfits, so I just never wear them. I mean, I already have a pair of all white leather sneakers, so I mean, I don't really need all white Vans. See, there I go again, justifying me not paying money. Even though canvas Vans are a completely different shoe than leather sneakers, but I'm trying to justify it by saying I already have white shoes, so I don't need a new pair of white shoes. And then justifying me not buying the blue shoes because they're not going to go with a lot of outfits. So maybe I should just stick with getting the black and white Vans, because I mean, it's a safe shoe. It's versatile. It's still like in fashion. Like people still like that shoe. It's not like out of style. Because also I've been thinking about getting all white Converse. Because I mean, those are kind of cool. You know? But I don't know if I could pull off Converse. Because I haven't really been a huge fan of Converse shoes in general. But I kind of like them. But I just don't think I could pull off Converse. I mean, Converse is for a specific person, specific type of people. I don't know. See, I'm justifying not paying money to buy Converse. Yeah, that's just how my mind thinks. I just try to justify not buying things because I don't need them. But yeah, I think I should get new Vans, and I'll probably just get the regular black and white Vans. Because I mean, I still love the look of them, and like I said, they go with everything. So I don't know. I've also been looking into getting a pair of like Nike, I think they're called Bruins or something. They're an all white leather shoe, and it has like the red Nike swoosh on it. Because I mean, that's like a classic shoe right there. White Nikes with a red swoosh. I mean, that's a classic shoe. I'm a shoe person. I like shoes, so this is why I'm talking about shoes. Sorry if there's anyone listening who's not into shoes, okay? But you know, I like shoes. But yeah, I want a pair of those, but also at the same time, here I go again. I already have a pair of all white leather shoes, but they're Adidas shoes, and they got maroon stripes on them, so it's close to the Bruins. Yeah, see, like these are shoes that I want, but I always try to justify not getting things because. Even though I want these Nike Bruins, like I said, I already have all white leather shoes, and I don't really wear them a whole lot. I used to wear them quite often, but now I don't know. I'm just not really a huge fan of them anymore, and I don't really know why. I'm not a fan of them. So. If I get the Bruins, it's probably just going to be the same exact thing. I'll just wear them for a little bit and then I'll just get tired of them. Whereas getting the black and white Vans, I wear those all the freaking time. So I mean, that's my go-to shoe. Because it goes with everything. It's so easy. Any outfit you have on, the shoe is going to go with it. Unless you're wearing some like outlandish outfit or something. But even then, the shoe will probably go with it because it's just black and white, and those are just basic colors, and those colors just go with everything. So you know, you could be wearing a pink top and yellow shorts, and then you just throw on the black shoes, and no one would think that the shoes just don't go with the outfit. They'll probably think you're weird for wearing pink and yellow, but they'll look at the shoes and they'll be like, okay, I could see how those go with this fit. Okay, I saw this one outfit, which is kind of outlandish, but it's kind of amazing. Okay, it was... Oh my gosh, what is the actor's name? Isn't it Willem Dafoe? Yeah, it was the guy who played Green Goblin in Spider-Man, the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Yeah, he was like in the show or something like that, and in the show he had this outfit. Well, the show was a movie, I don't remember, but he had this outfit where it was like all aqua. It was an entire aqua colored fit, and he had an aqua colored turtleneck, an aqua colored like bomber jacket, and then aqua colored shorts, and then he had Adidas high tops, and the stripes were aqua colored, and then he just had this, I don't know, like a neon orange or like a scarlet red beanie on. oh my gosh, like I can't stop looking at the fit. I want that fit. He just pulls it off. If you don't know the picture I'm talking about, just like, I don't know, look up William Dafoe and Aquafit or something. It'll probably come up because it's a famous picture. I see it almost all the time on Twitter. And I've been looking for those items because I want the fit. But that's the thing, like, because when it comes back to shoes, I have to think about how often am I going to wear those Adidas high tops, those like aqua Adidas high tops. Like, how often am I going to wear those? Also, I have to wonder if they even make those anymore. Because I think this show or this movie, whatever it was that he was in, I think it was from like a long time ago. It was probably like the 90s or early 2000s. So probably that line of shoe is like done. And then since when shoes like end, like availability, or they run out of stock, or what the term I'm looking for? I don't know, when they just stop making them. They just like go up in price to like hundreds of dollars. And it's like, well, okay, I'm not gonna pay $100 for shoes. I mean, okay, maybe I would, depending on what the shoe is. I'll probably pay $100, but then again, I probably won't because I'll justify some reason why I shouldn't buy it. Like, I want a pair of Yeezys, but they're a shit ton of money, and then I just justify not buying it because also I think, okay, if I'm gonna be paying, because how much do Yeezys go for? Like $300 or $500 or something crazy like that? If I'm paying $300 or $500 for a pair of shoes, there ain't no way I'm taking those shits outside and stepping on them, okay? I mean, those are $300 shoes, and people are just like walking them around. Oh my gosh. There was like this one time when I was younger, and I think it was when the first lineup of Yeezys came out. Or I think it was like right when the V2s came out, like the 350 V2s came out. And I was at this like this carnival or this fair or something like that, and there was an area where all the rides were, and since so many people have been walking around on like the grass for so long, the entire thing was just dirt. It was just like dirt and dust. And so I always wore shoes that I didn't mind getting like really freaking dirty, because you're going to be walking in that area the whole time and your shoes are just going to get demolished. And I saw this dude walking around in like a pair of all white Yeezys, 350s, V2s, and I'm like, dude, why are you wearing $500 pair of shoes in the freaking dirt? Like, oh my gosh. Like, I would be upset with myself if I was walking with those shoes on like the sidewalk or something. And that's just the sidewalk. Like, usually there's not dirt on that. And this dude's just walking in the fucking dirt with, oh my gosh, they were getting so dirty and they were all white. Oh my gosh. That's another thing. If I got all white Yeezys, I'm putting that shit in a case, okay? I don't want a single speck of dirt on those shoes. Period. So, that's why I just go with Vans, because they're relatively inexpensive. And so I could just walk around in those and just like beat the hell out of them, and it's perfectly fine. Because they're not $500 pair of shoes. There was this one pair of Vans that I really wanted. I still want, but they don't make them anymore. It was like Tyler the Creator's lineup of Vans way back in the day. I think the lineup was called like Syndicate or something. And there was this one pair of Vans that he came out with that was like a baby blue or something, like a light blue or royal blue or whatever. But then the sole was like a hot pink or something. And oh my, I don't know why. I love the shoe. And I don't even care if it doesn't go with the fit. I would wear those because that thing just slaps. Like, come on. Those shoes are amazing. But they don't make them anymore. So when I looked up to see if anyone was selling them or how much they go for, they were like $300 for a pair of Yeezys. Like they would say that it's used and they'll still be asking for $300. I'm not paying $300 for a used pair of shoes. Oh my God. The only shoe that I would just buy, I don't even care about the price. Okay, I'm not going to try to justify not buying it because this is how much I want the shoe, is the Nike Air Mags from Back to the Future. Those things go for like $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 or whatever. I don't give a shit. Give me those shoes. I want them. I'm not going to wear them though, but I want them. I've thought about, like, if I had enough money, though, I would try to justify not doing this, but I've thought about getting like 2 pairs of shoes, of those shoes, to put one on display to just never be used as just like a, check this out, this is my prized possession right here. And then I use the other pair to actually walk around in them. Because I do want to wear them, but it's just the fact that they're $2,000 that makes me want to not wear them. But I would justify not getting a second pair because I already have one and there's no need to buy a second pair. But it doesn't change the fact that I still kind of want to do that. Because I still want to wear them. But I want a pair that's not destroyed. But yeah, also, I remember, dude, this whole episode is talking about shoes. Like a few years ago, I remember, I think it was Gucci came out with a pair of shoes. And they came out with a pair of purposely worn out shoes. And they were trying to sell it for like $1,000. Why anyone would purposely buy worn shoes is beyond me. Like, why would you do that? If you want worn out shoes, why not wear them out authentically? Because the right pair of shoes, worn out authentically, kind of looks good. Though, having a pair of brand new looking shoes is a whole lot better than a pair of worn out shoes, but you know, sometimes a worn out shoe looks pretty good. But yeah, I remember when those came out, and then I looked up like a while later after they came out, because I forgot what they looked like. I just knew that they were worn out. I looked at it, and the wear and tear design that they put on it was so obviously fake. Like, anyone who's anyone, like, you don't even have to double take. You'll just look at the shoes and you'll realize that's purposely weathered. You didn't do that authentically. You just bought that pair of shoes. They'll either think that you're nuts and you bought like a used pair of Gucci shoes, or, well, actually no, because it's not worn out authentically. They'll just know that you bought a pair of purposely designed worn out shoes. And you'll be a laughingstock because they're like, dude, you could have, because I think they sell the exact pair of shoes, but not worn out for like the same price. It's like, dude, you could have just bought the new pair of shoes and wore them out authentically. And at least you'll have that grace period of, as you're wearing them out, where everyone's like, holy shit, he got the brand spanking new Gucci shoes. So you just missed an entire market of flexing. But, I mean, some people do that. I actually wonder how many pairs they legitimately sold. And I mean legitimately because I bet there's probably like the sneakerheads out there who have a shit ton of money who just buy the shoe to review it. But I'm talking about how many people actually wanted that pair of shoe and actually paid for it. To just wear. Not to review it, they just wanted it. Because whoever did that, I want to meet you. And ask you what's wrong with you. Just buy the regular pair of shoes and wear them out. But also, I don't know why you would buy Gucci shoes anyways. I mean, it's like Gucci slides. I mean, it's pretty much anything that's like a hypebeast item, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Supreme, all that shit. I mean, is it even any good? Like, is it any better than other stuff that you can get? Or are you literally paying $500 for a wallet that you could buy at like Walmart for like $20, but you're just paying the extra $490 for the name Gucci? Like, if it is legitimately better, if the quality is like extremely better and it's noticeable, okay. I mean, if you have the money, why not? Just buy it, okay? But I don't know, because I don't know, like, Supreme designs kind of look cool, and I've kind of like wanted a few things that they come out with, but I mean, I can't justify paying $500, $300 for like a hoodie or something. Like, why? I mean, other than it being a flex, I mean, what's the point? So, I mean, I'd rather just get plain hoodies without any logos, because then you're not tying your allegiance to anyone. You're like a free agent. You're like, yeah, I do things my own way. But yeah, also Louis Vuitton is kind of cool. Like, don't get me wrong, like the Gucci stuff that they come out with, Louis Vuitton stuff, Supreme, all that stuff, like, it's all really cool stuff. Like, Gucci wallets, I gotta say, like, they do look kind of cool. And I kind of want one. But, you know, I can't justify paying an extreme amount of money for that. Also, like, Gucci slides. Like, come on. They're just like Adidas slides, but with green and red stripes. Is it really that much better? But yeah, so that's just my take on paying money. The 30-minute segment of me justifying not paying a lot of money. But yeah, I don't know. That's just how my mind works when it comes to buying stuff. I buy things when I need them. And like, I like buying nice things. You know, I'm not going to pay, you know, $20 for a shitty item. You know, I'll just pay the $50 and buy the good item. You know, so I'm, like I said, I'm not a total cheapskate. Okay. I just don't want to pay hundreds of dollars for an average item, you know? Yeah, because I also, one of the items of Supreme that I thought was kind of cool was they had like a Supreme duffel bag. It was like all red and it just said Supreme on it. I don't know why. I just thought it was pretty cool. And I was like, I'd buy that. I never looked up how much it is, but considering it's Supreme, I'm gonna guess that it's probably at least $1,000. But also, I don't know of anyone like personally who has any Supreme items. So I can't like ask anyone who has a Supreme item like, hey, is that any good, or are you just buying that for Supreme? Is that just to flex on all of us that you paid a lot of money for a Supreme hoodie? But yeah, I don't know. That was kind of like my rant for today. That's pretty much everything that's on my mind right now. Sorry that this whole podcast was about shoes and spending money. But yeah. So, I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. As usual, time for me to promote myself. Follow me on social media at RealJLines, Instagram and Twitter. Follow this podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Lion on Main. Whatever platform you're listening to this on, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a review, follow, do all that stuff. Because like I said, all that stuff really helps me out a lot. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. So see ya. Love you. I don't know. Do I? Peace.